What's up everybody? This is part 2 to the MK4 Jetta all-wheel drive swap. We got to do a little bit more to the floor pan and then get the floor pan out of the garage and then get the car into the garage and start cutting on the car. Alright guys, I'm thinking since I'm about to pull this car in and cut out all the floor pan, right now it runs and it drives. It's just front wheel drive. I think I'm going to go take one more drive before I cut everything up, just because, why not? It's going to be down for who knows how long. Hopefully only like a month, maybe 2. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to drive it. And it's kind of warm out today. It's not like super cold, and it just rained a whole bunch the last couple days. So it washed all the salt off the road. So I feel like now is the perfect opportunity to drive it. I gotta put some air in the tires. She runs. Alright, I got the car in the garage. I went ahead and backed it in versus driving it in straight or forward. I figured I wanted to be closer to the wood burner when I'm working on all the rear end stuff. So yeah, this is step 1. I gotta start getting everything out of the back of this thing and go from there. Alright, so I'm gonna start with jacking this car up and taking all of the rear end stuff out of it. All of the front wheel drive, whatever rear end stuff. And then I gotta clear out what's in the trunk, all the fuel lines and fuel tank and all that. I'm gonna get the wheel dollies and put them on the front and the rear and just kind of move this car exactly where I want it in the garage. And yeah, get started on it. Alright, I got the car where I want it. It's in a good position. I was able to roll it around on the dollies. Next thing, I got the gas tank there. I'm gonna drain the fuel out of this before even disconnecting the battery or anything. I feel like that's the first thing I should do. Just get rid of all the fuel in the system. There should only be like, yeah, there's like a quarter tank that it's saying that it has. So yeah, I'm just gonna drain that out and start taking the fuel tank out. So right here on ECU Master, I'm able to find the fuel pump output. I'm able to invert the output. You can hear the fuel pump kick on, and we are filling up that tank. That's about how much fuel pressure we got. It's almost like a garden hose. Alright, I think the pumps are running dry. I just heard a tone change, and there's, oh, barely a little bit coming out of that hose. Good thing the Miata runs on E85. Alright, so I just took that back panel out, and right now I'm peeling out all of this sound deadening. I added that myself to just keep this fuel pump quiet, like inside the cab.
And I got like everything I can get by hand. I just kind of ripped it out. But honestly, I might just leave this there and just cut the whole wheel well out. That seems like the easiest way.
Alright, so I just got the rear end out. Springs, shocks, and everybody. Here's a little hack to some front wheel drive drag racing. All these little spring spacers. And so the spring doesn't compress as easy. And it keeps your like back end up. When you take off, it keeps all the weight on the front. Whatever. I'm just yapping. So yeah, I got the front wheel drive, rear end out. I got some Coney shocks. If anyone's looking for a front wheel drive MK4 Coney shocks, I think they'll fit Jetta or Golf. Hit me up, I got some. Next step is to get the fuel tank out. Once I got the fuel tank out, then I think after that I'm going to start cutting this pan. Alright, we got everything out from underneath. I got the gas tank out. I got the rear subframe piece out. There's that last bracket. That's the only thing left. The brake lines, I just kind of bent them out of the way. There's a couple wires hanging down. That's nothing to be worried about. Inside is pretty much all ready to go. A couple wires hanging around in here. But yeah, everything's out. Next step is to start cutting. There's the first piece cut. Right now, I'm just drilling out all these spot welds along this seam. And the same thing over here. I just stopped because that drill is getting super hot. I'm not sure exactly what to do with all this. I'm honestly thinking of just taking this whole thing out. Start down here, grind all that seam sealer off, and then come up the sides here and get this whole kind of panel thing off. But I think it's kind of structural to like tie in each like side of the car. But I'm thinking if I get rid of that, I can just use the roll cage, because I'm planning on putting a cage in it too. Put the roll cage, I could just tie from that end to that end, and I wouldn't have to run any of that stuff. So I don't know. I'm still deciding on that. But yes, these seams that I'm cutting out now will match up directly to these seams right here on each side. So it should work out. Alright, I'm going to call it for the day right here. We got a big old hole drilled. We got a bunch of spot welds drilled out on that side. I haven't done that little bracket yet. Over here, I did that bracket. As you can see, on the other side, there's a bunch of holes too. And all along this side. You'll see this black line right here. Basically, the Jetta body is longer. And the bottom end of the TT will pretty much butt up to that. I think there's about 8 inches from the line to the back bumper. And I'm just going to leave that there instead of trying to make a new panel. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to try. So I got most of the floor cut out. We got all this side and all that side up to there, and then around the front side, as you can see, I just got that piece out, and I'm just going to slowly start working around this edge. Then this is going to be the hardest area, because I kind of need to keep this section, but everything underneath needs to go. I was thinking of just cutting right there and cutting this whole piece off and then welding it on later. Same thing on the other side. But yeah, pretty much all I got is them 2 sections and then the quarter panels, or rocker panels, I guess, underneath. Alright, so I'm working on the rear driver's side rocker panel, and I'm trying to get this top plate off. You can see I cut there and just cut this whole piece out already. I just drilled out these spot welds along here. I think there's another one right in that corner, but it's kind of hard to see. But there's a couple more up here, and on the underside here I just ground away all the seam sealer,
You can see I got to drill out all these, and I believe
there's probably some more up in here that I gotta grind. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how this all comes apart. I'm just gonna do one piece at a time. It's about all I can do.
Alright, so I just got this plate off. I'm working on the other side. You can see them spot holes that I'm drilling out there. Once that whole section's out, and once this whole section's out,
the Audi floor pan should be ready to start kind of test fitting and seeing what I need to do. But yeah, that's looking like it's about it. So on that note, I'm probably gonna end this video here. This is gonna be part 2 of the all-wheel drive MK4 VW swap. I'm gonna try to keep you guys up to date as quick as possible and try to show you step by step of how I'm doing all this stuff. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks, and I'll see you later.